Hey everyone, Greg from My Mortgage here. Just looking at the 6 myths around existing debt and personal debt that you may have before you jump into getting a home loan, or even while you have a home loan as well. So number one, that you need to have some debt to increase your credit score. And although there's an element of truth in terms of the bank likes to see a history of good payment, you don't actually need debt to be able to do that. If you're doing anything around payments in terms of your rent, in terms of things like power bills, phone bills, things like that, then the bank look at that and go, cool, this person has a good track record of paying their debt, or paying their making repayments on things, making payments on any kind of bill in a timely fashion. So you don't need to have debt previously to be able to increase your credit score. Number two, that your partner's debt is only theirs and has nothing to do with you. Although they may have got that debt or started that loan before you were together, and maybe you're not mentioned on that loan, when you come to get a new home loan, it's going to affect your servicing. So the repayments that they're making may affect what you're able to borrow together. So you need to be careful about what debt is out there, who's got what, and then how that might affect things moving forward. And the third myth is that it's only necessary to make minimum repayments. Now, again, that may be true. It will obviously increase the amount of interest that you pay over the period of that debt. And also, when we get to a point of looking to do a home loan, the bank will want to see that you've been able to pay more. That may help us when it comes to what the bank's opinion is, how much you can afford for a home loan. And also, paying off more than minimums means it's just going to be gone quicker, which means that when we get to get a home loan, that debt may no longer be there. So number 4, interest-free means that it's free. Again, not always the case. So yes, if you can make all the repayments within the time period, then of the debt, the interest-free debt, then that's great. There'll always be some fee, so an application fee for the original debt, or potentially a fee, a monthly fee just for the privilege of having that. It might not be called interest, but there might be a fee there. And also, you can often get discounts for paying for cash for certain items. And so you may actually, yes, you may pay X amount for the product, but you could have actually paid less if you'd offered to pay cash in the first place. Number 5, there's no reason to pay off your student loan. Student loans are obviously interest-free at the moment, and there is no extra costs associated with it, which is great. However, that may not always be the case depending on what government we have in. And also, when we get to be looking to get a home loan, the bank looks at how much money is being taken out of your weekly pay, and a student loan actually takes out quite a bit. It takes out about 12% over a certain threshold. And so if that student loan is gone quicker, then we have more weekly, fortnightly, monthly funds that we can attribute towards a home loan. So sometimes paying off your student loan is actually a really good thing, especially when we come to lending for property. And the final thing is that car and credit card repayments, things like that, they're all just a part of life. Everyone has them. Now, it is very widely used, and sometimes there are situations where we just need to get that new car because our car has stopped working, things like that. But it's not necessarily the way of life, and it's not how everybody lives. So we just need to be really careful when we're heading into looking towards buying a home, whether it's in 6 months, 12 months, 24 months, and what debt we have in place, as well as if we're looking to upgrade our home or buy an investment property, things like that, how that existing debt is going to affect things, and do we actually need to do that? So if you've got any questions about that, you want us to have a look over your existing debts, you want us to look at a plan to get them either paid off or work towards a home loan, then feel free to touch base, and we'd love to chat with you about it. Have a great rest of your day, and we look forward to talking to you really soon.